Good Saturday morning, coastal bend. Muggy conditions out there, looking a bit ominous. We've got some low-level clouds that are working in here through South Texas. We're going to see cloud coverage increase through the day today, sticking around over the course of your weekend. That's going to contribute to some lower temperatures this morning. Upper 70s, feeling like the lower 80s. Winds relatively calm between about 5 to 10 miles an hour here in the Corpus Christi area. As far as air temperatures go, middle 80s for those along our coastal locations. Ingleside, Rockport, closer to the water, always tend to be a little bit warmer, more humid around that area. Everyone else from Corpus Christi to those inland locations close to the brush country are still sitting in those upper 70s here this morning. Again, wind speeds coming out of the southeast, calm winds right now between about 5 to 10 miles an hour. All that southeast winds just helps filter in that humidity that we're so used to here in South Texas. Satellite radar mostly clear, seeing some isolated sea breeze showers work their way in here to the island locations. Nothing real heavy, just seeing possibly some little sea breeze showers. That'll continue to be the trend over the course of our morning. Really, though, picking up later on this afternoon. As far as our zoomed out look at Texas, nothing really big going on. You'll notice the northern part of the Gulf of Mexico starting to get a little bit more active with some convection occurring. We've got some tropical moisture there, and here's why. We're keeping track of potential tropical cyclone 4. Check that out here. Look at your satellite and radar as it makes its way up northwest, getting closer and closer to making landfall, which will happen later on today. Right now, the National Hurricane Center is still giving this a 70% chance of development this morning. This is something they updated yesterday and have stayed to in this morning's update. Check that out. I mean, this thing, at first it had about a 20% and then a 30% chance of development just, 24 hours ago, 24 to 36 hours ago. And the little time that it has had in the Bay of Campeche since it exited the Yucatan Peninsula, it's really taken advantage of these conditions we have there. We've got warm waters. It had low wind shear, all of these favorable things. The only thing it hasn't had and won't have is the timing. So that's what we're going to continue to keep track of today. By tonight, though, ahead of its landfall, it is expected to become a tropical storm. And it's flirting with that right now, moving at 14 miles per hour northwest, but it has sustained winds at 35 miles per hour, gusts up to 40. So we are expected to see a tropical storm, and we'll continue to keep track on that through the day today. Otherwise, it's going to continue. You'll notice the cone is going to be south of Corpus Christi. By overnight hours, it'll be moving into the Rio Grande Valley, sending in some rainfall for them. Spaghetti plots continuing to push it right there along the border of the southern Texas and northern Mexico coast. For us, what this really means, even though it's not going to come directly to us, it will swing out a lot of that tropical moisture for us here in South Texas. So for Corpus Christi, by tomorrow night, we're going to see our moisture levels increase. And here's what the Weather Prediction Center is giving us as far as rainfall totals all the way through Tuesday. Now, this is really going to be dependent on where this makes landfall. If it continues to trek south and be more south than where that cone is right now, that would decrease our rain chances. If it pushes up a little bit more north, then that would increase our rain chances, as we'll be on the northern end of that storm. We're keeping rain chances going into your work week. Sunday looks to be the most increased day, but by Wednesday and Thursday of next week, we start to see an unsettled weather pattern sort of come in. So how about that? 7 day and every day we've got a chance at rain. Alexis.